Hey everybody, it's Soaping Sunday, and today is packaging day. I am working on getting my soaps packaged up. My mother's been helping me out. We have been trying to get as many soaps packaged as we can in the anticipation of getting them ready for sale. And so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what that looks like packaging in my kitchen. We have different stations set up to be able to get each part of the packaging process done efficiently. It's a little bit messy, but I want to just show you realistically what that looks like. We have gotten over 100 soaps packaged so far. We have plenty more to go. So you're catching us in the middle of all of this. So to start with the packaging, I start on my computer. That's where I am making sure that the package information is correct in terms of what bar of soap I'm working on. So come check this out. So depending on the soap that I'm making, I take the batch, I look at the label, what episode it comes from, the date that it was made, what scent it is, as well as the shape. And then I come over to my computer. Okay, so all of my jacket designs I make on Canva. Now I do already have a template set up for my bar soaps, as well as for my circle soaps and my sunflower soaps. But with each batch of soap, I do have to change the episode it's from, the weight depending on the batch of each individual bar, as well as change the essential oils that are used in the soap, and if I used any colorants like cocoa powder, spirulina, or activated charcoal. Those things need to get adjusted, but the basic layout is kept the same. So in the instance of these sunflowers, the sunflowers are a garden adventure. This particular batch is from episode 31 of Soaping Sunday, so that way the customer is able to watch their actual bar of soap being made on YouTube on Soaping Sunday. If they go to that episode, they'll watch their soap being created. And then on the label I have that this is the 5-scent blend, which is a blend of orange, lemongrass, ylang ylang, rosemary, and cedarwood atlas essential oils. So I have it all on here on the packaging. I always make sure that my logo is on here, that my website is listed on here, how much soap is on here, where it's made, directions for it, and notifying what products in here is organic with using little asterisks in there. And that, of course, all the ingredients that I use are actually listed on here. Now for printing, I do print out 2 soap jackets at a time. And so I count out how many soaps are in the batch so I know how many pages to print. So in this case, I need 5 pages printed. I download just the page that I'm gonna print, so page 3. And when I print it out, I print it out on the correct color cardstock. And so it just prints out over here on my printer, which is in my living room. And yes, it's close to Christmas time, so of course I have my stockings out. And yes, the flock has their own stocking, as do the kittens. Oaken, he got his puppy stocking last year. He's not exactly puppy size anymore. Anna, our St. Bernard, she got her stocking when she was a puppy. Again, not quite puppy size, but that's okay. Amelia, Bedelia, and Fancy Nancy have their stocking, as do the Bucks. Everyone has grown, and our goat herd has expanded. Look how cute the kittens were. They're quite big now. Okay, but printed on cardstock, 2 soaps on each. That's where this comes in. So we cut each of them out to turn them into our little book jackets, depending on the size we need. We use one of these large cutters. I can cut 2 pages at a time. And I'm making sure to line it up with the ruled edges so that I am cutting it at the correct spots. Using this has made it so much easier than trying to cut them out with this smaller one. I found that the smaller Reflections trimmer was leaving jagged edges and having difficulties cutting through the cardstock. And I do stick to cutting 2 at a time because I do find when you try to cut 4 at a time, it can cut through it, but the edges are not as clean. And then once you have them cut, then I come over to here where I score the edges. So this is the cutting tool, this is the scoring tool. So I always use the gray one for scoring. And I line it up so that I can score it along the book spine. And that's what helps me to fold it perfectly on that book spine so that it makes a bit of a book. And then I check my edges to make sure that they line up, and then from there I can take this to the ribbon station, which is on the other side. So at the ribbon station, depending on what color soap jacket I have, determines what color ribbon. With these yellow jackets, I've tried the gold glitter. I've also done the teal blue. I like them both, but I'm gonna go with teal for this one. And so, I cut my ribbons so that I have some clean edges. I also make sure to cut a bookmark. And to streamline it, I have been cutting a bunch of ribbons, a bunch of bookmarks for what I'm about to do, just to streamline the process along with cutting all these out. But to show you, we're just gonna do one step by step. So from here, we move over to the hot glue station. So I have 2 different hot glues, different size glue sticks. Honestly, they both work pretty good. But I did get glue sticks of different sizes for each one. But in terms of gluing, I did try double-sided tape and that worked pretty well, but sometimes the ribbon was coming up, so I found hot gluing made a huge difference. So I do like to put the bookmark on the inside of the book near the spine as its cute little bookmark. And the ribbon I'm going to put down the center. Now let me tell you, it's taken a lot of practice to be able to get a straight line down the center. It was a lot of using rulers to measure. Now I'm able to eyeball it and do it, but it definitely took a long time, lots of trial and error to get that straight and even ribbons on each side, but many soaps later, I'm much better at it. Okay, so I'm gonna allow that to dry. And really, with hot glue like this, it only takes a couple minutes to dry, and then we can package the soap. Now when it comes to soap packaging, this is my soap cleanup area where I can use my potato peeler, my knives to clean off any edges that have some divots that don't look as clean, to make it just as clean of a soap as possible. So I take a look at the soap that I'm gonna wrap and I check it over for imperfections. If it has any imperfections, it does get a package, but it gets put in a separate area to be sold as a perfect soap. But the ones that look really nice, like this one, will get a package and be put into a container for sale. So this one looks nice. It's got nice clean edges. I don't see anything that I need to clean up. Because I will say the sunflower mold really does a great job of coming out with clean edges, whereas my bar soap acrylic mold, some of them had some rough edges that I had to clean up. So this is from the bar soaps. So this we're gonna go ahead and package, which is essentially just placing it on one side of the book, closing the cover, and then tying the ribbon into a knot. Now I did not do the hot glue all the way to the edges because I do like to leave a book edge and to secure the soap over here, so that's why I didn't glue the ribbon to the end, and it keeps the ribbon tucked away in here. And so there you have it. One more package down. And so far I've been placing the packaging back into the original container since they're all labeled, but I will be setting up my storage area for all these packaged soaps so that way I can have them all organized. But let me show you. So the packaged soaps I've been placing over here on my dining room table, and so they're all different shapes, different scents that I have them separated by. So I've just been working on getting everything packaged. And then the rest of my soaps are down in my storage area where they're kept in the dark, cool area for curing. The ones I'm currently packaging are the ones that are fully cured, and so they'll get packaged and they'll be placed in a separate area. I'm thinking about storing them in the bookcase that I got for my craft show, and that way I can line them all up by scent and shape and just have it easily labeled and ready to go for me to grab once they sell to ship them off. So that's what I'm thinking. But of course, once I make decisions and have it all set up, I'll show you what I came up with. So yeah, that is my packaging process currently in the start of this business, and so far it's been going well. It's a slow process because everything is handmade and I want it to look nice, so I'm taking my time with all the packaging, and I hope to be able to get it up online and ready to share with everyone. So thank you for hanging out with me today, and if you haven't started soaping yet, what are you waiting for? Get your soap on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want a farm? A wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm and we'll show